You look like mad fashion-y right
Yeah?
now. Yeah.
Damn.
You
it's
like your
just
outfit. I actually like it, actually.
Thank you.
With the
It's
white
from the
shirt and
thrift
everything.
store. I want to welcome everybody back to Steph. Steph is back with
Hey.
us. She's been on a spiritual journey for the last
A
couple
lot of
weeks,
life has been happening.
but
No.
we're blessed
Good to see you guys.
to be blessed by your presence. No, so yeah, I got another phone. It was a shitty
Finally.
situation. Not that I wanted to just buy one. Like my iPhone 7, the glass was cracked. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, that one's yours. Um, I was like, fuck. Like I had the glass, but like when I opened up the phone, I didn't have the special screwdriver for it. So I was like,
Oh,
fuck, man.
you fucked it up.
There was too many levels for this shit. So I just got my iPhone 6, took the SIM card out, put it in, ordered the stupid screwdriver, and I was like, I'll just switch it back when the screwdriver gets here. Well, the next day, my iPhone 6 took a shit on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I had no phone for like 6 days. Like I felt like I was in a third world country. Like I was like, what do people do when they don't have
Having
a phone?
withdrawals.
Well, you can use your computer.
I was at work.
That's true.
I didn't have
Never mind.
shit. Like I was losing my mind. So there's a Verizon.
iWatch.
There's a Verizon. Right? No, it doesn't connect.
Like
If
social
it's
media.
dead. Yeah, and I was like,
Scratchy.
I need everything. No, like like throughout the day, like I communicate with a lot of people, and like
Yeah.
when you're communicating with people, and especially I had things that I had set up to do like at the shop later on that night, and my phone just stopped. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. So there's a Verizon like right next door or
I'm
whatever.
on break.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be right back. Like I didn't even care it wasn't lunchtime. I just fucking left.
Oh, yeah.
So I went, and the dude's like, "Oh, what do you need today?" I was like, "I need a new phone." But like the phone, if you buy it outright, it's like $1 million. So it was cheaper to just get the phone on like a payment plan, but you have to open up a new line. I was like,
Wait,
"Damn,
really?
Yeah, you have to open up a new
Oh,
line.
yeah. It's
You
always
can't."
something.
Yeah,
For Verizon?
Verizon, yeah. So I had to
Assholes.
open up a new line. I had the second phone number, whatever, and I straight up told the dude I was gonna do the switch, and he's like, "Okay, I put insurance on it because I learned my lesson."
Yeah.
So he's like, "I'm gonna put it on this phone number, so you do the switch, whatever, right?" And then he says, "Just be careful, because I guess it's called ghost messages. So if somebody had that phone number connected to like an iPhone or whatever,
Yeah.
the messages either to that phone number or to that iCloud they're still connected to that number. So like if you've ever had somebody that you know goes from like iPhone to Android and you try to send them messages, sometimes they don't get sent over. Well, I guess the opposite thing happens when you like lose the carrier. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Ghost messages, that sounds like
creepy.
a
That sounds
weird tale. Like,
scary.
oh, here's this
Sounds
like
exciting.
here's this vase. Just be careful because it's
To
cursed.
get nudes.
Yeah, right.
Random nudes.
So I was like, all right, whatever, Didn't think anything about it. The next day, my fucking iPhone 6 works perfectly fine after I just got an iPhone 10. So like I'm like sitting on two phones now,
phones.
right? So I was like, whatever, I'll just hang out with both my phones. Well, I get a text message from this dude.
Down to fuck.
Right? No, dude. I gotta read you this message, okay? It was pretty not bad, but like I felt bad for the dude because he took a lot of time and I didn't know how to respond.
Like a breakup message.
Bro, worse. Okay.
Aw.
I mean,
promise I won't do it again. Don't cheat on me with my brother.
I just so you can see what this looks like.
Aw,
shit.
He
Yeah.
put a lot of thought into
Okay,
that.
a lot, all right?
Poor
so
guy.
so I was like,
Or he
damn.
just rambles.
Can I see?
Well, I'm going to read it.
Okay,
I'm going to
okay.
read it. Two things, okay? I have an iPhone. This dude has an iPhone. So the second I open this message, I have read receipts on. He knows that I read it. So I was like, damn, I got to say some shit back. Second thing, I knew I had to respond. So I was like, but how do I respond to this? So like I went online and like there was a website that I visited. It says how to respond to an unknown number without ruining lives. And like I went through like the whole thing trying to figure this out, right? So here's this dude's message. It says, "Hello, Ryan. Listen, I'm messaging you because I really feel it's needed. We're brothers, and you know that I've always been honest with you, supported you, shot you straight. I've always been willing to lend advice and have your back when it's needed. But as brothers, I'm also obligated to tell you when I see things going wrong or let you know when you need to take a look in the mirror and check yourself." I was like, damn. And he said, I would absolutely expect a member of the family like you to do the same for me. I know that you're your own man and your marriage is your priority and what probably takes up the vast majority of your time and focus. But you need to know the way you've been handling things with dad and your mom has really done some damage on them emotionally, and they've had their struggle with your relationship ever since you got married in Vegas. You're married, bro, and no one's ever met your wife. And I was like, whoa. So like it goes on, dude. It goes on for another, I don't know, 600 words easily, right? And at the end, it was like, At the very least, please take some time to think about what I said. Love and respect, Brandon. Right? So I said, hey brother, I see you really poured your I see you really poured your heart out in this message. Look, I said it.
Brother.
I was like, hey brother, I see you really poured your heart out in this message. Although I feel it speaks to me, I know it's not for me. Couple things though. I have a brother similar to yours. You just gotta let him be, and he'll come around. And just like always, and just always be there for him. Also, pray a lot. Good luck. And he says, hey man, I meant to send that to my brother Ryan. I apologize for sending the wrong number. I was like, no worries, man. No need to apologize. Hope all goes well, right? So he never responded to me. Then I was getting phone calls.
So you guys are fucking now or what?
Well, almost. I was trying to get there.
serious.
I was trying to get there. So then I get like phone calls. I'm not answering the phone calls, and then I get another message. And it said, hi, sorry to bother you. Everything is fine with the dog. I was wondering if there's any way I can get papers. They're very important to me. Thank you. And then I said, I'm sorry, what dog? And then they said, French Bulldog. Are you Ryan? I was like, no, sorry, but is your dog okay? It said, dog is fine. Thank you.
Oh,
And
dog
I
is
did
fine.
it.
Thank you.
And they had an iPhone too, so I knew I needed to respond. I was like, this Ryan is a very interesting character.
Yes.
So then I got a phone call, and then like I finally answered this phone call because they kept calling, right? And they're like, hey, Ryan, what's going on? I was like, look, sorry, like you got the wrong number. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, man. I promise you,
Yeah.
I promise you I'm not Ryan. And he goes, well, when did you get the number? I was like, okay, I'm going to play with this dude now. I was like, I got it about 2 days ago. He goes, oh, man, because Ryan, he applied for this job or whatever 2 days ago. I was like, well, I've been taking messages for him. So if you want to go ahead.
You want to leave a message.
I was like, I'll make sure the message gets to him, right? And he's like, well, how do you do that? I was like, well, his brother's been texting me, so I've been texting his brother. And he goes, okay, just let him know this is so-and-so from whatever fitness. We're trying to hire him from. Like, all right, cool, whatever, thanks, good luck. So I text his brother. I said, hey, Brandon, I've been taking some messages for your brother. Dan Carvel wants to hire him for some business training on a company, something fitness, and the owner of a French Bulldog he sold is looking for papers on it. Thanks. And the dude read the message and never responded to me. So I had to take that to a new
hilarious.
level.
Hilarious,
That whole
dude.
like new number. Who dis? Like
That's
I'll take
funny.
messages for you.
And you're
Dog.
looking out for Ryan, man.
Yeah, you know, like he's selling dogs, getting jobs, and I'm just trying to make
Oh
sure.
no, man. This Ryan guy sounds like he has it too good.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Either that or I don't know. Ryan needs a phone.
Ryan needs he needs.
He needs a number.
Well,
back.
he has
He
a
needs his
he has an
number back.
assistant, you know. So
He has an assistant, obviously.
Not even getting
no.
paid for that shit.
But that was.
I wouldn't be
just a
surprised
highlight.
if for one random day you guys are hanging out.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
Hey man, what are
Brandon-
you doing? Hanging out with Ryan.
You're in a
What?
relationship.
Like, so Brandon, what are we?
What are we? God.
God.
The what are we?
The what are we question.
Remember
text.
those?
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
Oh, one of my I don't want to say his name, but one of my good friends from Ontario, he we went to In and Out, and he's like, I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, guess what text message I got?
Oh.
What are we? He's like, yeah. He's like, look. It was just so
Aw.
I had a lot of fun the other day. I'm just wondering, what are we now? It's
Yeah.
a girl from Tinder,
Oh.
Oh my gosh, dude.
dude.
Can I know you wanted to get to something, but since you just brought up Tinder, can I just say something
Go
real
for
quick?
it. Yeah.
Okay, so I work with this dude, and he's like, "Hey man, what'd you do this weekend? You go on Tinder?" And I was like, "No, like I don't even know how to download that." But no, he was like, he's like, "Nah, you know, you shouldn't get Tinder. You should do Craigslist." And I was like, "What?"
What?
And he goes, "Yeah, bro. He's like a I don't know, maybe he's like 40, Hispanic dude.
Loser.
He's funny. He goes, dude, Craigslist is like Tinder for ugly people."
Oh man.
I was like, what do you mean? He goes, let me show you. He has the Craigslist app on his phone, right?
Mhm.
So
Fucking
he's like,
hilarious.
and you can hide it from your wife. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't
Oh,
want to
I
hide it.
didn't
What do you
think
mean
about
hide it
that.
from my wife? Yeah. He's like, so you go to personals, and then you go to intimate encounters. And when you go to intimate encounters, that shit, it's like code.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like WW4M or WW4W. So it's like
Women,
women
men?
with women finding men, or women for
Oh, okay.
women for man, or whatever, right? So you find whatever it is you're into. And a lot of times these people, like, they want money or they want trade or whatever. He goes, no, you have to go to the donations. I was like, donations?
Oh, I didn't know all that.
And he's, yeah, bro, I
But you knew some.
That's
You knew
interesting.
some.
I knew
dude,
some
I
of
had
it.
coffee
I
in
mean,
my
come
hand,
on.
and this story woke me up faster. I was like, what do you mean donations? He goes, there's people out there that can't get pregnant. So
Oh,
so you just give
how
them a
much? How much we
baby.
talking here?
Donation is free.
No, I mean I thought they paid for my sperm.
No.
Oh,
They
never
go
mind.
on Craigslist because they
Not
can't
interested
afford.
no more.
They go on Craigslist because they can't pay for the like the $10,000 surgery. So he goes like yeah, I do it all the time, but he goes, but I can't make babies anymore. But I don't tell him that. I was like,
Damn,
what the fuck,
that's
dude?
cold.
Yeah. So he's like, but sometimes it's weird because the guys want to watch like while you bang their wife.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, you're in some dark shit. Man. Like that's. He goes, watch, let me show you. I was like, I don't know if I want to see, man.
He has
So
videos.
he goes, look, there's these two ladies. I was talking to them this weekend. They can't, they don't want to adopt and they want to have a baby. So I was like, so what? You're gonna? That's fucked up, dude. Like they want a baby and you can't make babies. He's like, man, they want something for free and so do I. I was like, dude, this
That's
guy
hilarious.
is something else.
I don't know, man.
That
But-
is like the Pandora box for like
Yes.
random dick and vagina.
That's fucking
Craigslist,
hilarious.
that casual encounters or something like that.
Or it's like in the personals and it's like intimate encounters.
You open it up, you'll be in like a vortex of
Yeah,
dick pics.
I was in a
and
vortex just
vagina
licking what?
photos.
Like listening to him, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think if I had anything.
And that was
fun-
today. Like
That was today?
that was today. Yeah, he was just like I was like walking around. He's like, "How was your weekend?" I was like, "Cool." And he's over here telling me he's trying to score with this
Craigslist.
dude and this chick.
Did I tell that story about me being catfished online? I was sending you guys those screenshots.
You didn't talk about it, but you were. I don't think you were in that group chat.
Oh no, she was. I think it was
No.
just us.
Yeah, that shit
So
was
I was
funny.
on Facebook because I like to repost funny stuff. I don't go for
Mhm.
anything else. And I get this friend request. I have like, you don't really go through it, but I got one.
True.
And then I was like, whatever. And I get like 20 minutes later, I was on Netflix, my dick in my hand. And then I get this message like, hey, it's in Spanish. It's all in Spanish. She's from I don't know where. So I just like reply, like, oh, how'd you find me, like in Spanish, blah, blah. We just chatted up for a little bit. And then she started saying like, we started talking in English. I told her, hey, it's really hard for me to spell out in Spanish because I don't know how to, I'm using this translator. And then she starts talking in English to me, but it's kind of like wonky. And then we talk about some bullshit, and then she starts saying like, call me or like FaceTime me. I'm like, this is weird. This is
Mhm.
super weird. And I just put like a period just to see if it's like a.
Yeah,
like an
automated.
automatic-
Like
yeah.
you just shoot messages out.
And then she puts like a question mark. I'm like, okay, huh? And then she tries to Facebook
Call you.
call me, whatever, yeah. And then I declined it, and then she's like, oh, I tried calling you. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I have a like DSL or like some bullshit.
I have
DSL.
sperm on my face.
Yeah, sorry,
I can't answer
I'm
this
trying to
right
wipe
now.
this off. And I still think I'm being catfished. And she's like, she says something like, oh, send me a picture of you. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching anime with my dog, and my dog's in my room, so I can't do anything
Oh,
crazy.
man.
So I'm like
She gets
bullshitting.
mad.
I'm bullshitting. She sends me a picture of her. I'm like, oh fuck, she's real. Or
Yeah.
some bullshit.
But the message you were sending her, that shit was
like,
funny.
she started saying like, before. Yeah, sorry, I had to rewind. So she's like, oh, let's FaceTime. I'm like, okay, cool. I have this webcam state of the art. It's like it shoots in 360p,
Yeah.
which is super low resolution. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I seen that.
and then she goes like, if I send you a photo of me, can I see a photo of your cock or something?
I thought when you said that, she's like, "That's
Straight
fine.
to
I
the
can direct
point.
you to a link to give your what."
Talk about. Let me find this.
Yeah, no,
Talk
'cause-
about something else.
So
right
no,
now.
but I was at work and you're drunk.
You got all
Put
nervous.
that apple juice away. Yeah, no, I was at work when he was screenshotting that, and I was like laughing because I'm like reading his text messages, and the way he was responding to her, like I wouldn't expect like a bot to say those kinds of things, but I was like, fucking Brian only would come up with that kind of shit to say. Well, please find it.
Yeah. Talk about something else.
But you know what we can do really quick while you're looking for that? We can take a quick break because we're gonna hit the marker.
Oh, right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here they are.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
hopefully we can post them up because they were pretty funny.
Okay. So it starts off saying, "Okay, I'm alone in bed naked. Heart, heart." And I put really question mark. Have you already had made love to on a webcam? I put no. I have Windows 98. And then she
Dun,
put,
dun, dun, dun.
if you want, you might as well make an attempt to see how it works.
Damn.
And I put,
yeah.
I have a webcam that shoots 360p HD. It's state of the art. She put, okay, you are ready to show me your beautiful cock if I show you my pussy? I put, Yeah, sounds super super duper to me.
Oh my
I-
god.
I-
Super duper.
I need to shave. I need to shave my nutsack really quick. It's been a
Oh.
long winter.
Oh my god.
You are alone? And no, my dog is sleeping in my room on the floor. I can kick her out really quick, but I'm almost done watching this anime episode, so I'll be ready in 2 minutes. She put okay, heart, and that's
But, like,
it.
so she might have been
So
real.
what happened? You didn't even respond?
No,
or-
that's when she started sending me photos, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, she's real." So I got scared, and I
Oh.
deleted.
Like now I look like a fucking nerd. I gotta get rid
Yeah.
of.
I got super.
You
like,
never know though, man. The thing
Yeah.
about the internet, that shit's scary because you could send a picture and the next thing you know, your dick is like all over the interweb.
oh, just like
Yeah.
high school. Yeah.
Speaking of dicks, you need to tell us what happened on Thursday.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm getting to work. You know the parking lot behind my job?
Yeah.
That big old parking lot.
Super sketchy one. People probably get stabbed.
Super sketchy, yeah. So I'm parking and I hear a car on. So I'm-
about the Twitter on Twitter.
yeah.
Okay.
So I hear a
Damn,
car
I need to
on.
get a Twitter. Well, I gotta go back.
Tweet. So I hear a car on. So I don't think nothing of it. So I go inside and then I realize I left my wallet in there or something. So I come back to my car and I notice I still hear the car on and I start smelling like smoke, like an engine that's been on.
Not your car.
Not my car.
Okay.
Oh, like
My car was off.
The muffler. or
Yeah,
something.
like a car that's been on for a really long time and you just can smell it.
Yeah.
And I was looking around because it's like literally right next to me. And I look to my right, and there's an Altima, green Altima, tinted windows.
What's the license?
Huh?
License plate? You remember?
Oh no, I didn't see a license plate. No. And I look in, and all I saw was like a hat in the front, and it said like good vibes on it. So I was like, oh, yes,
Coachella.
you know. So so I look in, and there's these two chicks passed the fuck out in the car.
Fuck.
Oh.
Passed out, dude. So I'm thinking they must have been
Swamped,
partying.
yeah.
And they probably were gonna drive home, and then they knocked out, and their car's been on the whole night. So me being the good Samaritan that I am, I knock on the window. Had to knock a few times because these bitches were out.
You didn't try opening the door?
The doors were unlocked, but like I didn't want, you know,
Yeah.
I just didn't try opening the door.
I
So
would have stole
just,
stuff.
I just kept knocking,
While
kept
they were
knocking, right? So finally, the girl, like they both come to, and the girl in the front, both of them in the front, like the one that was in the driver's seat, budges. And this chick just has like nothing on, like her titties are just out, and she had like
You
a
gonna
shirt
take
over her,
photos?
like
Yeah.
this.
No pictures?
And then I
Come
noticed
on.
the girl next to her in the passenger seat. She's butt ass naked, and you could tell like the driver, she was like a lesbian, so they were probably getting at, like going at it.
I thought
Oh,
maybe like
man.
they had homeboy going like.
Oh no,
down.
they were
Butch.
no girls. But.
Oh,
And then the door opens and the girl is like all groggy, like thank you so much. And I just told her, I was like, hey, like there's cops that patrol here, like you guys should
Get the fuck out.
bounce, you know. They're like
Damn.
thank you so much, da, 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 you know. And as soon like when she budges and like kind of turns sideways, I noticed in the center console there's just a fat ass pile of coke.
and
A
you didn't take
huge
it.
pile of coke,
gosh.
dude. And
Sold that shit.
and
Move their sweaty legs.
yeah, and I was just like looking at them. I was just staring, and yeah, and I was like, all right, well, bye.
Oh, fun.
Just
Damn.
walked into work and started my day. But
Like,
That's
how's your day
crazy.
going? I just saw some
Yeah.
girls having sex in the car.
Passed out. with
normal
Coke.
Thursday
Oh
morning.
my gosh.
Thursday. Wait, what was Wednesday? What happened Wednesday?
Dude, I don't know, man. People party every day of the week now. Wet Wednesdays, I don't
oh my
know, man.
Gosh. What happened Wednesday?
What
I don't
happened
know.
Wednesday?
That needs to be a shirt.
What happened Wednesday?
With like a question mark that's like sideways.
Oh, man.
The old question mark's
Yeah,
confused.
Oh, man.
The question mark has like a smaller question mark, like apostrophe.
Oh, man.
That'd be
Man.
hilarious.
Did you work on Saturday?
No, I was off all weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Weekend.
I was supposed to work, but no.
St. Patrick's Day.
Thank
No.
God I work on Saturday. I'm so glad.
What'd you do
Yeah.
Sunday? What was Sunday?
Sunday was nothing, dude. I just chilled, man. Hung around, did a bunch of nothing.
Sunday. God, what happened Sunday? I don't know.
I think it was like a chill weekend. I think the
Right.
weather kind of like fucked everything up.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause
I
it
was
was
gonna
like I think it
snow.
was raining on Friday, right?
Yeah.
It's like really weird and humid.
I think it's gonna rain all this week as well. I think.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the rain.
No,
No.
What?
Put you
How do you
down.
not like the rain?
Not when it's not cold.
not when it's not cold.
So like right now, like it rains but it's like the sun's out like 10 minutes
It's like some
before.
Oh, like
Miami
Mexico.
weather.
I guess I don't know.
Some
I've
Florida
been
weather.
there. Like I don't know. Like in between my fingers get sweaty, and then like it makes me nervous.
Clammy.
Like I don't know. 'Cause I feel like clammy like is right here, and that's usually when I watch like suspense movies or like thrillers. Like, and I like that because like I know like it's
I-
Or
good
you wake
writing.
up moist.
Ew, no.
No, like your whole body, like your body's.
No,
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
that's just the summer.
Steph's like,
Oh.
yeah, no, me neither.
Wednesday. No.
Have you guys seen that movie? Oh, do you need to watch this movie if you haven't seen it? It's with
Go.
Jared.
Jared Leto.
Yes.
Is it a movie or is it the
The
TV show on
Outsider. No.
Netflix?
Yes.
Oh,
What is it?
I
It's
haven't seen it.
good.
Don't ruin it for me.
What is it? What
I
is
The
it?
haven't seen it,
Outsider.
But I've heard of it. I heard
No,
wonderful
fuck.
Oh
things.
my.
Wait, is that the one he goes to jail?
He's joins
Yeah,
the
he's-
Yakuza.
That's not a. I thought it wasn't a movie. I thought it was a TV show.
No, I thought so too. It's a movie.
Damn it.
But dude,
yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, because
this
that's the one he
movie-
goes to jail right in the beginning. Like the
yeah,
guy.
he just random.
Haven't
No,
seen it.
yeah, he's random. He's randomly. You don't know why. You never know why.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. You just.
So it's like the whole mystery aspect
So
to it.
this movie.
It's a movie. I'm gonna fucking watch it
Yeah,
on the way to
dude,
work
this
tomorrow.
movie, the way they did it, it's cut up so. There's so much more information that they could have put in this movie, but it's cut down so short. But at the same time, I loved it. Like, I was
Damn.
like, fuck.
I'm gonna watch this shit tonight.
No lie.
We'll do a review.
I felt like going to Japan and doing something crazy,
Yeah.
like getting a tattoo.
You good, Steph?
Okay, cool.
I think she
Oh,
really.
no, I
she
wasn't-
really
I haven't
needs to
seen
see
it. I haven't
don't
seen
say
it.
any spoilers. It just there's so much going on.
But
it's cut
in the
down.
movie, Jared Leto's not Japanese though.
Oh, I know.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
He's
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And my sister
Tonight.
told me about that.
Oh fuck.
Have you
Wait.
guys seen Old Boy?
Yes.
The original. Hold on. The
Yeah.
original one or
Both.
the remake? Because I heard the remake was not that great compared to the original. The
Oh, of
original
course
was with the Japanese guy.
Yes. It's fucking
The original
amazing.
one.
Yeah, they redid it with Josh
Yeah.
Brolin.
Oh no, the original one's the
Dude,
Yeah.
Ashton's daddy.
badass.
It's like a 70s, right? Or 80s? Late
He's
80s?
like
Ooh.
oddly sexy too. He's
old- the old
oddly
Right?
the old dude.
Like,
I
it's-
forgot his name, but there's like something
Reminds me
sexy
of-
about him.
Josh Brolin?
No.
Oh, the Asian. The
the
Asian
older,
from
yeah,
the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I haven't seen the first one. I saw the second one, and then when I like saw that twist, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, you didn't watch the first
And
one.
then
though,
and
dude.
then when I saw that it was a remake, I was like, "Okay, it'd probably make more sense if it wasn't."
I was like walking around my house after I watched it, like, what the fuck? Literally, like, oh my
Dude.
god.
Dude, you know
Yeah,
what
it's
movie?
really good one.
Oh, I watched a movie that legitimately made me sick, and I had to go to the hospital. Yeah, I swear. And
Really?
it sounds like bullshit, but it's fucking for real.
I got a worse story than that. Okay, go.
Okay, have you guys ever seen the movie Moon?
Mm,
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Moonlight or Moon?
Moon, not
Oh, no.
Moonlight. Moon. Okay, so basically it's Sam Rockwell, the guy that just got the Oscar for best supporting actor in Three Billboards Outside
Oh,
Missouri
such
or
a good
whatever.
movie.
You saw that, right?
Such a good movie.
Okay,
yeah.
he was like the hateful cop, like the racist guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically he is on the moon and he's doing some like I don't know, moon stuff, like he works for NASA. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but he's basically doing projects or whatever, and he's gonna like his time's almost up and he's gonna go home, like to Earth, right? And he's like, obviously, like any space movie, like when you're getting close to getting home, either you're gonna die or you're going crazy, you know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't end well. But this was like a bigger twist, okay? And like in the movie, like I don't want to give too much away if anyone out there is gonna watch it or if you guys are gonna watch it, but like he starts to get like mentally like fucked up, and he starts sweating, he gets fevers and shit. And I'm like I said, when I watch movies and I get clammy, I'm like, oh, it's good. I got clammy in this movie, but then when the movie ended, I was still clammy, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And I went to bed, and like I woke up, I threw up. I was like, what the
Oh,
fuck's going on?
that's
Yeah,
right.
like I didn't eat anything nasty. I didn't eat anything like, oh, my stomach. It was this movie. This movie made me go crazy. I had a fever of 106 degrees. Okay, just to give you
That's a
some
little scary.
perspective, you die at 108. 108,
Really?
109. Yeah, your
I've,
brain
I've had.
your brain starts to fry at 109 degrees or 108 degrees.
Oh yeah.
So I was super far away from death. My dad actually like was like feeling me. He's like, well, like not feeling me like weird, but like he was like he felt my forehead because I guess like my eyes looked all bloodshot. And he threw me in the shower. Him and
Nice
my
bath,
brother just
yeah.
threw me in the shower. And my brother said I look like when Ghost Rider turns back to like Nicolas Cage and like
Oh,
all the steam
man.
comes off my body. That's what I look like. I was butt naked and they threw me in the shower. My dad's
Yeah.
like, fuck, like we got to take him. Took me to the hospital. They said that I had a panic attack. This fucking movie gave me a
Whoa.
panic attack to where I almost died.
Damn.
So,
you're
you
making
guys
my.
should watch
You're
it.
yeah, my story sucks now. I kind of want to say it.
Go ahead.
No, I'll talk about something else.
No, come on, man. You
No,
can't.
It's not that cool though.
I mean, mine's not that cool. I almost
It's
died.
way cooler than mine.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Did you guys hear about that movie where it's on Netflix, but it's like so scary that people can't watch it all the way through?
Okay, so what's it called?
I don't even know.
I
but-
hear I'm hearing. Well, I see like thumbnails on YouTube saying like, "Oh, scariest movie, can't even finish." And then this other one where it's like, "Movie was bullshit. It's not even that scary." But I want
Is
to
it
see it.
newer
I'm not-
or
Yeah,
older?
I want to see it. It's
It's new,
newer.
right?
It's newer.
Yeah.
It's not the one that Stay Quiet or whatever.
No. I think it's.
Oh, I want to see
That
that
actually I think
one.
has like 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah, and it has like a lot of reviews.
Oh, what they
Jim
they-
from The Office.
yeah.
Scariest movie, is it that movie Veronica?
No.
No.
It's not that one.
I
'Cause I
wanna-
heard that was pretty scary.
Yeah, because my mom's name's Veronica, and she's like, I don't
My mom's name's
appreciate
Veronica
this.
too.
Is it
Yeah, my
really,
mom's name's Veronica.
dude?
Vero?
Yeah, they call my mom Vero. and
Ron?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, but I want to watch it, but I'm not watching that shit alone.
Yeah.
We should
I already
all,
watched.
We should all watch it.
Scary stuff like these past.
Well,
3
that's
days.
your genre, dude. Just,
Yeah, I was
that's
watching
your
like
shit.
these demonic like.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like this house that okay, you know the guy from Ghost Adventures,
The
No.
the buff guy with the big hands.
the Nick.
Yeah, no Zach.
Oh, okay.
So he bought a house that's legitimately like shit goes down. He bought it. It's
Now,
a
this is a show, not a movie. Oh, documentary.
No,
you said.
he
Oh.
made a documentary.
Made a
He's
documentary,
been
okay.
working on it for like 3 years. So he bought this house. One of his crew members ends up getting like going crazy. He gets fired, or he gets let go from the crew because of stuff that was going on during the show.
Fuck.
Like he went to this basement and then he just started lashing out. And then at the end of the documentary, he had to tear it down, like the whole entire
Oh,
house, because it was
fuck.
like fucking everyone's life. Like whatever was in the house followed some people home,
Oh, hell
messed them
no.
up. Like
Yeah.
so I've been watching those kind of things for like past 3 days. I'm like, okay, I need a break.
Where's that on?
Online on illegal websites.
Oh.
You mean legally streamed
Legally
websites?
streamed.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my
we'll send you the
vocab
link.
isn't that good.
Yeah. He just learned English. He
Yeah,
doesn't know
I
the
did.
difference
Yeah, he
between
just came back
legal
from Mexico,
and
like,
illegal.
Mexico, fool.
That line is very clear. Fool.
Oh, so I tweeted this thing this afternoon because I was doing other stuff. So I go outside. I'm doing like chores, looking super fly.
Doing chores?
Yeah, I was doing chores, and I was like taking out the.
Blinking.
Were you like in your basketball jeans and your
No,
Nike
I
slip-ons?
had sweats, white socks with my brother's Nike
Slip-on.
slip-ons, and I had like a pro club on.
Yeah.
Had my-
Fuck boy attire.
Yeah.
I had my my hair up. I just looked all like I was super baggy, like
Oh,
clothes I never
God.
wear, super baggy. And then I'm like taking out my trash, and then fucking next door neighbor, she's super hot.
Is she a chola?
No, but I call her the hyena.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like taking out the trash, lifting it up, and I look over, she's there doing some shit. My bag rips all over the floor. I get super
And
embarrassed.
then your
I'm
guts
like,
fall out too. You're like, oh.
Fuck.
And you just walked away. 'Cause
I'm
you're not
like,
gonna
yeah, I'm
tell your brother,
cleaning it up.
"Come pick this shit up.
I'm cleaning it. And I look over, she's gone. She's probably embarrassed for
Oh
me.
my
She's like, look at this
I was
motherfucker.
like, yeah.
She's like, I ain't gonna help him clean.
Yeah, she's like, fuck, loser.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
damn, I thought I looked all cool and fly, looking over, like. But nah, it was just like shit all over the floor.
Damn.
Fuck,
Did it get
man.
on your baggy pants?
Yeah, got on the slippers too. I
Shit.
changed my socks.
Go in the house and kick them off.
Bullshit.
Uh,
I'll go back and watch some anime.
Damn.
But how long has it been so
Oh,
far?
dude. Not yet.
Okay.
Speaking of trash, somebody moved in right here,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they were moving in or if they were moving out. But when I was driving in, I could hear the lady trying to describe why the fucking dumpster was in the middle of the street.
Mm.
Because you know how like when you come up, we have like this huge
Yeah.
gradual slope. Well, I guess they were moving out. They were throwing all their shit in the garbage can. And no, like they brought it out of like the little
the
home,
little
out of the
thingy,
little
yeah.
home. They brought it all the way down, and they filled it up. And I guess they were pushing it back up,
Oh,
and it
no
got too
way.
heavy.
Oh, they like
And they
left it there?
fucking let it go, and that thing shot all the way down to where that middle divider is with the trees.
Yeah.
Busted the concrete open, and it never fell over, but it was just like, it looked like it had like a part. It looked like those girls in that Nissan, like it
Yeah.
was fucked up, and they were just sloppy. Like it was like sideways. It was like trash can, go home. You're
Dude,
drunk.
good thing I didn't hit a car. That would have.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I couldn't have because it went straight down, But like the lady was like, I remember pulling in. She's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "Obviously it's trash, bitch."
You're like, I
Chill.
don't know.
Yeah,
I have-
I just slowed down. I was listening to what she said. She goes, "Yeah, they were moving out. They couldn't get it up all the way, and then they just let go." I was
Damn.
like, "Fuck."
I'm pretty sure it's Henry that remembers this, but do you remember this extremely bad habit when I first started driving on what I would do, would forget to do?
Put the
No.
brake on.
No. So
He's like, "No."
no, kind of.
He's like,
So,
"Shh,
when
let me
I-
tell a story."
When I when I first started driving, I had a bad habit of when I arrive at my destination, I would turn off the car without putting it on park.
Oh.
I would. And Henry brought it up. He's like, "Hey man, are you still doing that thing? Or you forget to put it on park?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah."
You're like, no.
Today, on the way here, I pull my car out and I put it on the side of the house. I'm like, "Oh, my phone." So I'm wobbling back to my house as fast as I can because I didn't want to get traffic, but there was no traffic. Anyways,
Well,
I forget.
you're wobbling because your legs fucked up.
Yeah, I forget to put it on park. So I'm like wobbling back to my car, and I just see it going up. But where I live is kind of like a little bit up where I parked it. So
you had to wobble back?
So I was just like, oh, fuck, my car's moving. So I'm like wobbling even faster, as fast as I can.
And
I
that girl that saw you dump the trash out
She's
is like, what's wrong with this motherfucker?
I hope she didn't see. She's so bald.
She was going to come over, and she's like, no.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm all right.
I'm like, why am I still forgetting to put it on park?
Damn.
But that sucked.
What was it? Were you driving when we were filming in high school?
No, you were driving.
Yeah,
I was filming.
Okay.
And you hear in the...
So
wait,
we were doing a scene in high school.
We were supposed to go forward.
We were supposed to go forward, but we kept redoing the scene. So the scene was us, me and him driving. We were talking. It was we gotta find that video. That was such an awesome little. We had to make a fake trailer, right? And our trailer won. Like it was like a real super dark. Like we abducted somebody, threw them in the car.
Nice.
I know, right? We started young. So like Brian kept laughing. Like I was like, oh, he was just a giggle guy, you know. Like he just like it was funny because it made awesome blooper reels.
Yeah.
But like everybody was frustrated because this wasn't our car that we were using.
Because I remember we all turned like, well, I'm filming like this.
Wait, were you filming or you?
I was filming.
Okay, you were filming.
Yeah,
okay,
I was
then
filming
whoever
at
I
that
was
time.
with
No,
was
'cause
laughing a lot.
I just remember on that scene, I had to be on the hood filming you. I think it was
What in that scene? Yeah, but we had like 3 angles because you were in the car.
Yeah, but I remember this one was you and what's his name?
It was Paulo or Lalo?
Paulo.
Was
Paulo
it Paulo?
was, I think, next to you or something. I remember the only reason I noticed because I was ready to go something, whatever way we were supposed to go, and I was ready for it. And then,
because I remember that.
Was like this.
I remember that, but there was a couple scenes. But this particular scene, you were in the car because he would laugh and like fuck, we had to start over, so we would go in reverse, right? So we're like, I was constantly drive, reverse, to try to get the scene down, and like my mind was fucked up. I didn't know if we were filming or if we were going in reverse, so I had the shift in reverse, and then Brian's like, "You ready?" I was like, "Yeah," and then someone called action, and then Brian's like, "Are you gonna put it in drive?" And I was like, "It is in drive." He
No,
goes, it's in R. And I was like, and I looked down and it had an R, and I was like, "Yeah, R for ready."
No, okay, I remember. So,
but you were in the car because we saw that angle of it, and my face was all like, I didn't want to look wrong. I was like,
no,
it was R for ready.
I was filming inside the mirror. I was filming inside, so I was ready to go forward, but you went backwards, and then I just remember like
sliding back,
sliding, and then I just hear it in the audio like I thought it was R for ready, and we were just all laughing because I remember
I was all stone faced. I was like,
we were supposed to go.
I knew I was on camera. I was like, it was R for ready. So we played it back, and I'm all like mad, and everyone's laughing around me.
I remember this one scene too where like where before I get hit, I was in the trunk and they hit me in the chin. I'm gonna try real fast.
Yeah.
They hit me in the chin, and then
it was like a bat, like a fake bat.
No, he hits me he hits me. He doesn't hit me, but he
okay.
hits like the corner. And there's a bag of Doritos on the side, but you don't see it. But they're eating, and then Ariel says something like, "What are we supposed to do with him or something?"
Oh yeah, because we threw him in the trunk.
Yeah, they threw him in the trunk.
They checked him, right? They checked him in the face. It was fake. They threw him in there. And then we had a bat. I thought somebody actually accidentally hit you with the bat when you were in there.
That was in the other scene, but there was another scene where I get hit like right here. But
okay. But yeah, so we threw him in the trunk and we closed the trunk and we're having this argument.
No, it was open. It was still open.
Oh, it was still open?
You guys. I was filming. So you hit me and then I get the
camera.
Oh,
you were knocked out. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You were knocked out.
So I'm facing like the.
Yeah. So like the camera is like me and the guy talking.
And then they said, "What are we gonna do with him?" And then Paulo, he's like, "Well, he has Doritos."
Oh yeah. And like he was supposed to be quiet in the scene, and he's like over here like eating chips and shit. But yeah, we'll take a quick break and then we'll be right back. So what do you want to talk about, Steph?
You could talk about
Talk about anything. We're gonna.
Anything?
We're open ears for you.
Kinda.
Anything.
Kind
I don't want to talk about
no, I
like.
am. I'm open ears.
Oh.
for
He's
you.
more open ears than me.
Why?
I don't want
What
to talk.
kind of?
You know, I don't want to talk about
She's
like,
like, what the fuck?
like
Why is
cars,
one ear open?
like cars. I'm like, cars.
Oh.
Maybe if it's old cars, I'll talk about old cars.
Why would I want to talk about cars?
I don't know. I'm just giving an example.
So
I'm
I
open
went
ears.
on another date last week.
What?
Or wait.
Man.
Oh, I think I told. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Didn't work out.
I want to hear.
Yeah. It was cool. It was some dude that I've known for a minute, but
That's why you don't date people you've known for a minute.
I don't know. I don't know if
I'm
that's
just
necessarily
kidding.
true.
it was a deal
Just
breaker
being a
though.
dick.
It was what?
Okay, I don't know if this sounds really shallow of me or really like
You got fat.
judgmental. No, not even that.
Yeah, a little
We're
dick.
talking, things are cool. No, I didn't get that far. But
But I was looking at
went
his
out
pants.
to dinner. We went out to dinner and we're talking about music, concerts, things like that. And we bring up like old like bands from like the 80s and such. And I bring up The Cure. He goes, "Who's that?"
No.
Get out.
And I was like,
Go home.
wait,
waiter,
like,
check, please.
what? He goes, "Yeah, who's that?" And I was like,
You sure he wasn't fucking with you?
no, he was dead serious.
Because that sounds like a
And I
fucking
started
with you
naming
kinda
like,
question.
these other bands, and have you heard of these? He had no idea.
Well, it's something iconic as that. It's like, yeah. It's,
You know,
and if maybe, I don't know.
I should have known because on the way there he picked me up. I let him pick me up. 'Cause
But
I know. Well,
that's-
I've known
that's
him
your
for a
safety
long time.
protocol.
I've known him for.
That's
I know I broke
true.
it, but I've known him for a long time. I should have known though when on the drive there he like knew all the words to Taylor Swift.
Huh.
Mm,
That's suspect.
that is super sus.
Actually, that is kind of true. Usually, like, when I'll offer like, hey, do you want to meet or do you want me to pick you up? Usually when I'll just meet you there. It's like, okay, cool. It's safety for both of us.
Yeah, well, that, and if it gets awkward like that, like,
Yeah.
I left something in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dignity. So I'll see you fucking later. Like,
For
I
sure.
left your respect in the car.
Damn.
fuck,
Find it.
dude. So, like,
Yeah.
so how fast did it go down after that?
Walk
Walk me through it.
I actually
Put me in that awkward
Okay,
hot
well,
seat.
me and one of my really good friends, we have like I text her like I always text her like a H for help, or I'll text her like a random letter,
Me and Brian have done that.
and she'll call me immediately. A really good friend I've known since kindergarten, and she calls me, and it was like one of those. Wait, what happened? Oh my God, are you serious? Are you fucking serious right now? Oh my
Next
God, dude. Okay, I'll be
question.
there. I'll be there right now.
Now,
Okay.
did this happen before or during the food?
A little after the food.
Oh,
Like we
okay,
were
so
just
you played
chilling.
smart.
We were
Played
just
smart.
chilling,
Did he pay?
talking. No, I paid for me.
Oh,
We
okay.
have to because we
You
have
don't
to.
play that shit.
Yeah, I don't play that. But yeah, I ended up getting an Uber
What?
to my to my friend's house.
You're just like, later, bro.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Shit.
And then too, like I don't like people who just talk about themselves. Like the
Yeah.
entire time, it was just all about him.
You know
and
what? Sometimes it'll backfire. Like, cause sometimes I'll be like legitimately interested. I'll be like, keep like trying to have her talk about her,
And then she doesn't care about you anymore.
and then no, then she'll be like, I don't know. I had a couple times like, well, you're not really talking. I'm like, it's because I'm listening.
Mhm.
I'm actually
Yeah.
listening. You're lucky
Yeah.
I'm not just like, hey, let's just,
Let's
you
just,
know?
let's just go back.
I'm actually, you should. I mean, you know.
No, because you know how like, okay, so we've been in these situations. Not we.
Oh.
I'm gonna. He's pulled the card more. I've never really
Yeah.
needed that help.
I needed
but
it.
I never
Oh.
give a fuck. I love doing that shit. He goes,
Yeah,
bro,
a lot of
He's like,
times.
bro,
I
look, I'm gonna go. He did it before. He's like, bro, okay, I'm gonna go into the date. I'm gonna call you. You have a flat tire, okay? I was like,
there's always
got
their
it.
story.
So I'm like
yeah.
reading my script. I'm like, I got this. I got this. You know,
You're like-
I'm ready. But
breathing.
so I'm like sitting, chilling, like whatever, watching TV, watching Netflix, whatever. And then Brian's phone rings. I was like, like I'll be like, he'll text me, call me, right?
Yeah.
So, or no, sometimes he'll text me or he'll call me and be like, hey bro, everything all right? I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know, dude. And it's just like, I was fucking driving. I'm sorry, bro.
The
Are you
unicorn
busy?
popped out of nowhere.
This dude was
Help me.
fucking coming head on. Sorry, are you busy right now, dude? He goes, not really. I'm just hanging out. Dude, cool, because I really need your help. I mean, I don't want to interrupt, but like, nah, dude, you're my boy. Cool, I need you like right now. And he goes, bro, you're being kind of loud. Like I have you on speaker. My headset's not working. I was like, dude, you know what, dude?
Ooh,
Just
that's
enjoy your
smart.
date.
Yeah.
That's
Enjoy your
that's
date,
smart.
Brian. I'm sorry,
sure.
I don't want to. And then you could hear, no, I mean, if he's your friend.
Dude, I've done it so much.
So
with
many
him.
times, and we have it like to a
Dude.
science, and she'll be like, I mean, no, it's fine. Like, I mean, we can both go get you. Like, No, I only need Brian. I don't want to. I feel embarrassed. I don't want you to see who I am. I know I'm overreacting.
Like, I'm overweight. I'm
just
having a really hard time in my life right now.
So it's been so many times where
That's
we've done this
fucking
shit, and then
hilarious.
like sometimes Brian has stood me up. He's like, I'm gonna need you stay awake at 11. Like, so I'm like, yo, everything good? He goes, nah, I fucked. It's cool.
Oh,
I'm like, oh,
man.
all right, whatever. Good for you, man.
But
But-
man, but
so-
it's mostly Yeah,
It was
call me.
that, right? Yeah, to get out of the
yeah.
situation. So you're like, oh, I gotta drop, and then you'd be like,
Mm.
yeah, you know what, dude, I'll be right there. Let me
Yeah.
drop her off real quick, and I'll go
Yeah,
get you.
I'll drop her off.
But so, how far in the dinner were you where you realized like this motherfucker was not the
Probably
one?
on the way.
Probably
to
like when we
dinner.
got the food,
He
and
was
then
just
once like in the middle
like, what
of the
kind
meal.
of shit was he saying where you're just like, oh,
No, just all like really egotistic. Oh yeah, you know, I make this much money and I do this and yeah, and I was just like, yeah, this isn't gonna.
Yeah.
This isn't, no.
Let's talk about our passions instead.
Yeah.
well,
I don't
But-
know.
what we love in life.
I mean, that's the second date I've gone on since, you know, but
And they've both been pretty shitty.
they've been both pretty
I'm trying to
shitty.
remember.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna start setting you up.
No, man, it's good enough.
I think we might have better luck setting you up than you setting you up
I don't want to be
because
set
you're
up.
setting yourself up every time you go.
Yeah.
Just let us, each one of us.
No.
With like a dude we like are like, yeah, this guy could be all right for her.
I mean, I guess.
Like,
Pimp
and not
out
like-
Stephanie.
Well, I've done that before. Not with
No.
you, but I've pimped out a couple friends. But no, I mean like just somebody to have fun with. I'm not saying like, oh, like, hey man, she's gonna have sex with you, or like not for you to bang the dude. Just you want to have a good date, a good time. We know some guys.
Take her bowling.
I have friends
Yeah.
for
'Cause she
that,
sucks.
though.
Yeah, you have friends for
My
that, but
friends
I know
hang
you
out
kind of
with-
want that romantic feeling instead of like a bunch of dudes saying that you suck when we go bowling.
Not really, no.
She's like, oh, you suck, Steph. Sit down.
Sit
I'm gonna smash your other fingers. Sit down.
You guys smash.
She's
them
over
over
going
me.
home all sad. Like she just wants
Mm.
somebody to hug her.
Damn, that was
We're gonna set
fun.
you up, Steph.
I have my goose down pillows for that.
Ooh. They're
What's a
like
goose down
we had
pillow?
You know,
I've
goose
had
down?
Oh.
duck down, like down. Okay, it sounds kind of stupid, but they're just feathers from a
Mhm.
bird.
Oh, okay.
They're called
Yeah.
like a down comforter.
Mhm.
I had duck. That shit sucked after a
Duck?
while because
they start poking
they
out,
poking
yeah.
out. Yeah. So
Ooh.
if you don't buy like
Wow.
the right thick sheet for the outside of it, yeah, you're basically like laying in a cactus.
Cactus cooler.
Mm,
No,
I
I
had
like
one of
cactus
those
And
last
they are
night.
kind of cool too. Like when it's really hot during the summer,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
throw those blankets on you. It feels good.
I haven't had a
Wow.
yoo-hoo in
Your butt naked.
forever.
Yoo-hoo. Oh my gosh. If you ever had a yoo-hoo with Kahlua,
Uh-uh.
you guys know what Kahlua is?
Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
Kahlua
yeah,
is, but
Kahlua.
I've never had it.
Dude,
now.
okay. Next time on this show, I'm gonna have yoo-hoos on deck with
Yoo-hoo?
Kahlua.
I lied. I have had wine before. Chocolate wine. It fucked me
Oh,
up.
that
Ugh,
shit's
sounds
gross.
terrible.
It's
Oh,
so
that shit
good.
is so gross.
I
Ugh.
was passed
Sure, it
out.
wasn't chocolate milk that sat too long.
No, I'm fucking sure it was chocolate.
Is hot
wine.
chocolate supposed to look like this?
I was done.
Like, no, that's chocolate wine. Shut your mouth.
Yeah,
Damn.
I remember that party. I had a big girl dance on me. I was scared.
Ooh.
A
I
big
was super
girl?
girl,
I
like
love big
big.
girls.
Like
Yeah, big
No,
girls
no,
like
not
the
like-
local round.
When I was younger,
she outweighed me for like 130 pounds probably. Big girl.
that's all right. If she ain't 280, she ain't my lady.
That's good.
You guys think I'm
Mm.
kidding? I was
No,
younger.
I believe you. Trust me,
Yeah.
I believe you.
I had that complex where I had him sit on me when I was small.
Sound
no,
like
I'm
a
just kidding.
face.
No, like
Whoa.
just on my legs, like,
Mm.
or I lay down and they sit on my
You know
stomach.
what? I have had like maybe 2 girls that were like a little more full than usual. So like when they sat on the lap for like a good 3 minutes, I'm like, fuck, you're heavy.
Your
You
leg
just,
was
numb.
numb.
you just-
Yeah,
you
like-
just don't have a leg anymore.
Yeah, it's like just like you
You
know,
stood up,
just
you're just
numb.
dragging it, or like a Walking Dead.
but it's sexy 'cause you're just there,
Yeah,
looking all cute and shit.
I used to sit on their laps.
Me too. I
You're-
love sitting
You're
on their
more com-
laps.
more
Oh
comfortable
my
than the chair.
God.
Yeah, you're just all cute
Nice and
like,
cozy.
nuzzle up with
Oh
it.
my god.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh man, I remember. This is the worst. I went to a party and I had just broken up with like my high school girlfriend. That was like my first year as like a graduated senior. I had my whip. Like it was like totally cool.
RSX.
Yeah,
Nice.
our sex. And then this girl was hanging out with me, and she brought her friend along, and then her friend brought her other friend or whatever, and all 3 of us went to a party. I think, and one of these girls was my brother's friend, and she told my brother, "Oh, like he's cute, like let me get at him or whatever." So my brother like was like, "Hey, this girl wants to hang out with you, whatever." Right? So went to this party. When my group of friends, they took me to this party, but they were my friends, right? So I don't know if they got jealous that one of the girls was like on me, but like two of the girls at this party were sitting on my lap in front of all these friends I just graduated with my brand new car, and I'm like, yeah, like fucking tight, right? And they're over here talking right in front of my face. I'm like, my fucking legs hurt. But I was just like, I can't look like a bitch. Like, I would rather have this pain now than like people say like, yeah, dude, like these girls are all over him.
He can't hold girls on his legs.
Yeah. I was like 40 pounds lighter than I am now, and I'm just like. They're all talking to me. They're like, so what do you do for work? I'm like,
retail.
Like retail. Like I had to hold my breath just to hold them down. But
You're like, you don't have to use the restroom.
yeah, and then when they left, like, are you gonna come? Like, yeah, give me a minute.
Give me a minute.
I'll be right there.
Man.
But dude, those are some times that yeah, we're gonna have to take a stroll down memory lane later.
Oh, for sure.
Shit, that was the wrap. But we're gonna go get some pizza. Hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
So
next time.
yeah. Till next time.
Next
And
time.
you know, I want to thank Steph for coming out again.
Thank you for having me. Missed you guys.
Miss you too. So see you guys next week. Another episode.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.